welcome to titaniumtalarstarot, and today I will be doing if you feel like this, do this video, alright? So for this I'll be using some concepts brought to us from Superconscious Education, brought to us by Chris Duncan. I will also be using a deck I wrote myself, which I named the Action Oracle, alright? And with that being said, my gorgeous triple-tears, let us get into the concepts and cards. Okay, so the way I'll be dividing this reading is with the 6 sabotaging belief patterns from Superconscious Education. Okay, and for today's insight, what came to me was that there might be something that you have a talent that you might have, something that you have cultivated within yourself that other people will find very beneficial. And so utilize that talent, that ability to help those around you. I mean, I'm talking from a light worker's perspective, but you can do whatever you want with it because it's your energy. But at the end of the day, if you use your energy for the wrong things, life is going to shoot you down with shitty situations. So I suggest you do the good thing and you go for the light stuff, like the lighter, the good side of things, instead of going towards the dark side of things. Okay, so that was it for my insight. Now, with that being said, my gorgeous triple-tears, let us get into the reading, okay? So, the first group of individuals I will be divining for are the individuals who do not feel capable. Now, this would be the individuals who do not feel like they can do something. It could be anything, it could be whatever. Something makes them feel like they are incapable of doing it. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individuals who do not feel capable, please come forward and share what can they do to feel more capable. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individuals who do not feel capable this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel more capable. Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got Dare to Dream. I feel like at this point, you might feel incapable of doing something because you might think that you don't have all the necessary requirements to do it. But in this card is saying, dare to dream that you could do it and figure out how you will make it happen. Because ultimately, no one knows all the steps. It's just that you get the insight and you make it happen. That's how it goes. Okay? So, that is interesting. So, I noticed that Dare to Dream is a number 92, which if you break it down numerologically, when you add 92 makes 11, which when you add 1 and 1 makes 2. Okay, so ultimately in numerology, this is a number 2 card. Now, I have no idea. I can't say what the 2 represents, but if you want to check it out, okay? So that was it for the individuals that do not feel capable this week of doing something. It could be anything, it could be whatever. So now on to the individuals who do not feel worthy this week. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel worthy this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel more worthy. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel worthy this week, what should they do to feel more worthy? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good, and you got adjust your method. Now, as I pulled this card, I thought of a specific person who he and I are kind of at odds at the moment. We talk, but we don't interact like we used to. And the reason why I stopped interacting with him in that way is because I didn't like how he was treating me. I was like, I am not, and my perspective is, I am going to steer clear of trying to change someone into what I want them to be. That's not, that is the farthest thing I want. So, because I wanted him, for me to feel good, I needed him to change. So, instead, I just left, because I have no intention of changing him. Now, if this is talking about the person who does not feel worthy, and if that it would be him in regards to me, this would just say if I actually wanted him in my life, but I'm fine with the way things are. But if he ever did approach me, then I would say, well, if you want to feel more worthy and you want me to give you more time of day, I suggest you change your method, you adjust stuff, but only if you want to, and that's when I will come closer to you. But that's just if these criteria are met. Okay, so that was it for the individuals who do not feel worthy this week. Well, I mean, when I said, like, if you want back in, this and this criteria needs to be met. But I don't want to change you. I want you to want to change. So that would show me that person really, really, really wants to be in my life. And so because this person wanted to change themselves, I'd be like, okay, all right, I'll give you a shot. But if there was no change happening, I was like, there's the door. Bye now. That's just me. Okay? Now, so that was it for the individuals that don't feel worthy. Now, on to the individuals who don't feel like they belong this week. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel good enough this week. No, don't belong. Excuse me. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals that don't feel like they belong this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel like they belong. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel like they belong this week, please come forward and share what they can do to feel like they belong. And you got 2 cards. You got collaborate and co-create with, or recode and clean up. Very cute. Pink and blue. Makes me think of boy and girl when they're born. In any case, I just saw like this baby making a rocket because they had a specific type of bonnet. You know, there's like a color that they usually put. If it's a girl, they'll put blue. If it's a boy, they'll put If it's a girl, they'll put pink. If it's a boy, they'll put blue. So imagine if this child already knew the significance of these colors at a newborn level, and so they're like, no! So they throw a fit, and they're like, I cannot stand this color! It's not me! Oh my god! Now, this might actually be something, so please, I'm saying it as a joke, and I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but I find that cute, funny. Imagine if a newborn knows the difference between colors and makes a fuss out of it. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay? So, for the individuals that don't feel like they belong, the best way for you to feel more like you belong is to collaborate and co-create with. And if you still have difficulty collaborating and co-creating with, the idea is, the suggestion is that you recode something within your psyche in order to be able to better connect with others. If you want, of course. If you don't want, then it's perfectly fine. Now, the second card that came out was clean up. Well, the recode would help you clean up your act, will help you realign with your higher self, and will help you create the future you want. Okay? So that was it for the individuals that don't feel like they belong this week. Now, on to the individuals that don't feel perfect this week. So please, God, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel perfect this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel more perfect. So please, God, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel perfect this week, please come forward and share what they can do to feel more perfect. Please, God, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good, and you got. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. How can being vulnerable help you feel perfect? Is that the missing piece? You not being vulnerable with others, you not allowing them into your space, you not completely allowing them to, allowing them to see all sides of you, which would make you perfect in the eyes of others. Okay? That is interesting. Okay, so that was it for the individuals who do not feel perfect this week. Oddly enough, I had a vision of Taylor Swift. I mean, a lot of people see her as perfection, and I might be talking, but she seems like a more grounded, well-rounded artist. Of course, paparazzi make weird stories out of it. Basically, a fart. What I mean to say is that they'll make a big mountain out of a molehill. That's what I'm getting at. Okay? Passing gas as a nuclear explosion. They have a method of twisting ideas around to get their narrative across, is what is coming through for me. So the haters are gonna turn the story in ways that will make anything seem like a nuclear war, when in actuality it's just a water fight. Some of these things don't make sense, because their business is not to make sense. Their business is to create some hubbub. Okay? That is what I'm getting. Alright? So that was it for the individuals who do not feel perfect this week. So now on to the individuals who do not feel significant this week. Alright, so for the individuals who do not feel significant, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel significant this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel more significant. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel significant this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel more significant. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel significant this week, please come forward and share what they can do to feel more significant. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good, and look for something new. Maybe it's that thing that you've been doing that you think is the end-all be-all to whatever it is that you're doing, but it's not really. I heard pipe dream. not actually gonna fully get you there. It's something that is meant to get you to the next stage of your life, to realize that it's not actually what you want to fully do, but that you want to go into that direction type of thing. Okay, so that was it for the individuals who do not feel significant this week. Now, on to the individuals who do not feel good enough this week. In regards to something, it could be anything, it could be whatever. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel good enough, to do something, please come forward and share what can they do to feel good enough. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel good enough this week, please come forward and share what they can do to feel good enough. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel good enough, please come forward and share what they can do to feel good enough. Please, God, angels, and guides, and you got love yourself. To feel good enough, you need to love yourself, alright? Because if you don't have appreciation for yourself from the get-go, anything you do will be lacking, because you don't see yourself to that level. You don't see yourself being worthy of it. They're kind of all intertwined, but if you love yourself, you will feel good enough, because the only person you need to make you feel good enough is yourself. I hope that makes sense. Okay? So, my gorgeous triple T's, this is all that I have for you guys for this video series. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple T's, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next Monday, okay? Bye.